Hey, what's going on everybody? It's ETAPRIME back here again. Recently we got some amazing news from a very prominent gaming PC manufacturer known as ROG. Well, it's actually the ASUS gaming division known as Republic of Gamers, and they're releasing a new x86 powered handheld this year. This is a full-blown gaming PC. Right now, there's no word on pricing, but I can almost guarantee that it's going to be more expensive than the Steam Deck. But when it comes down to it, this is going to offer some absolutely amazing performance. Now, this was posted up on their YouTube channel on a very unfortunate day. It did kind of throw a lot of people for a loop, wondering if this was a joke or not. It was posted on April 1st, but this is a real handheld coming to the market. I've got a little bit of information here. Some of it I can't share right off yet, but I can tell you that this is definitely planned. There are a few prototypes floating around right now of it, and for what we have, this thing is actually putting out some great performance with the built-in AMD APU. Now, the one thing that a lot of people were overlooking was the Best Buy link in the description of their official video. This will take you over to the official Best Buy website and you can sign up for updates. Now, it's kind of an update on the upcoming pre-order, but what this is kind of a feeler page. They want to kind of gauge how many people are going to be interested in pre-ordering this, just so they can kind of gauge the community and check out the interest in the new ROG Ally. By the way, that's exactly what it's called, the ROG Ally. And it's got a lot of great features built in. First and foremost, the thing that kind of stood out to me was the fact that they did partner up with AMD to create a new APU for this unit, kind of like Valve did with the Steam Deck. So we've got a custom APU solution in this unit. Now, while the iGPU in this is going to outperform something like the 6800U or even the 6900HX, raw CPU performance will not match something like the 6900HX, but the iGPU here will be faster. I have reason to believe that it's going to be based on RDNA3 with at least 8 CUs, so we will see a significant bump in GPU performance here. But other than that, all we really have to go on is the video that they posted. I would highly recommend checking it out. I'll leave a link in the description. I personally do like the look of this thing. The sharper edges on the top I'm not too keen on, but overall I think it looks like a good handheld. Loving this RGB just a little bit around those analog sticks. This is something we've seen in other handhelds on the market so far. It's using a dual fan heatsink solution to try to keep the noise down so it doesn't have to spin up so fast to get all of the heat out of there to keep that APU nice and cool. I believe we've got a 7-inch 1080p display here. This handheld is also going to support an eGPU. Right now, the only information we have is that it's going to work with their ROG XG mobile GPU setup, which does cost a grip. I think they offer up to an RTX 3080 at the time of making this video. 4000 series might be right around the corner, but this is much faster than USB 4 or Thunderbolt 4, given their proprietary connector. But it still would be nice if we had USB 4 built in here, given that it's an AMD platform. That way we could actually set up a cheaper eGPU. It was a bit odd that they released the video on April Fool's Day. I think it was to kind of throw a few people off here and there. It was a bit cheesy, a little jokey, but it wasn't over the top. They didn't state that you're going to be able to game at 4K with an RTX 4090 like I did in my joke video. So yeah, I have very good reason to believe that this is a real handheld coming to market, and we'll just have to keep an eye out. But I kind of wanted to do a little bit of speculation on the specs here real quick before we wrap it up. Be really nice to see this custom APU have at least Zen 3 based cores. Zen 3 Plus would be nice, but I'm going to stick here with Zen 3. It'd be really awesome to see this thing go up to 4 GHz, and as for core count, I think it's going to be 4 cores and 8 threads. Having 8 cores and 16 threads would be ideal, but it's a battery-powered unit, so they definitely want to keep that power draw down. I believe the iGPU is going to be based on RDNA3 with at least 8 compute units, and when it comes down to RAM, I think they're only going to offer one model, 16 gigabytes with DDR5, and it's going to be faster, or it will have to be faster than 6400 megahertz to get that performance out of the iGPU. After all, these integrated graphics rely on system RAM as our VRAM, and the faster we can get that, the better performance we can get out of the iGPU. From everything we've seen so far, definitely looks like a 7-inch display. I think it's going to be coming in at 1080p, just an IPS display, but one thing I'd love to see, I don't think it'll be on this one, would be a FreeSync display in these handhelds. That way, when we're working with drop frames or lower frame rates, we don't have to worry about screen tearing. I think we'll see at least 512 gigabytes of storage, and I'm not sure if they're going to offer several different variants. I mean, if the first iteration does well, maybe down the road, but I think we're just going to have one model to work with here. And it's going to be running Windows 11. We're actually sure of that right now. Alongside this, they've been advertising the Windows 11 logo and Game Pass. So yeah, I'm really excited about the ROG Ally. Can't wait to see what this thing can do. No word on pricing right now, but you can bet it's going to be more expensive than the Steam Deck. We're not sure how much. They definitely need to get that price right to sell a bunch of these. That way more manufacturers could jump on board and we'll just have really powerful handhelds down the road. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. As soon as more information is available, I'll make at least one more video before this thing releases. I'll also be posting in my community tab. But I'd like to know in the comments below your thoughts on this device. Is this something you'd be interested in at the right price point? And what kind of specs do you want to see out of this thing? And by the way, I'll leave a link in the description to that Best Buy sign up page and the official ROG YouTube channel in case they post more content. But that's it for this one. Like always, thanks for watching.